Book review: Job Therapy: Finding Work That Works for You by Tessa, social psychologist and professor at the New York University. The book is based on her research of 400 people in 9 countries and 22 industries. The research has identified 2 conclusions. First, our feelings about our careers are as rich and complex as the feelings we have about our relationship with our loved ones. Second, people unhappy at work had deeper psychological reason than common a lack of interest or burnout. So she grouped that reasons as a 5 key drivers. You can see the names here: the crisis of identity, the drifted apart, stretched too thin, the runner-up, and the unappreciated start. Before we look to each of them, I just need to say that in each chapter, she reviewed why a person is unhappy, kind of going deeper, some analysis, then what you want to do in a future career. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to change the career, also mainly the book is about changing and finding, securing the job. But she also gave advices how you can maybe try doing things at your current employment and be still happy. So this is kind of structure she uses throughout the book. So now let's review each of them one by one. The first one is crisis of identity, is when person wants completely change the industry or the job that he or she is doing. It could be also a part of midlife crisis. And one of the great exercises she gives for this one is a 3 things exercise, just to identify the keeper skills. So she proposed to think positively and to understand, okay, in your new career, in your new work, what you want to keep. And she advises doing it 5 times, just to ask a question: what is a task you do at work? What is a skill required for the task? And what is the context? And then after you do it, you will understand which skill you want to keep. So kind of which skill you enjoy and you still want to have them. I'll give you a simple example from myself. When I did as a physician diagnostic interviews, I used the skill active listening, and the context was clinical. So active listening skill I used throughout all my career in many other contexts and tasks, but the skill is still with me. Okay, so this is a very good exercise. Let's move further. The second one is called the drifted apart. In simple terms, the job changed and the person cannot recognize it and feels unhappy about it. So one of the first things that you can do here is just to understand what specifically changed about job, how you feel it. And only then just to understand what were the organizational level changes and link it. And when you link it, you can think, or even better write, okay, I used to prefer X and now I prefer Y. Okay, I used to do it this way. Let's say I used to work in office, now I purely want to work online. And just to write those things before you move to finding something else. Okay, number 3 is called the stretch too thin. Is in simple terms when there are a lot of work, a lot of roles, too much responsibilities, and work-life balance distracted, which could be very much applicable for our women employees. And here, first thing you want to do is just to ask why you have so many things to do. Kind of just be very honest with you, or have someone helping you just to identify. Here's a kind of list why you selected doing these things. Are they really part of your work, or you just want to do something to impress someone or yourself, or have any other future goals? Kind of this analysis. And once you do it, you then want to start being productive, because you can change your job, but if you don't change your kind of attitude, things will come eventually to the same point. And she gave very good advices, kind of exercises for being productive. One is a good one, is just to understand if you didn't complete, let's say, 3 tasks that you put it as important one for today, you can think about any internal disruptions or external disruptions that caused you not completing the task, and then kind of being honest with you and changing it, you can become more productive and feel more fulfillment from whatever you do, because you will have more time simply. Number 4 is called the runner-up. It's about when person didn't get the promotion. Also, he or she tried very hard to secure the promotion. And she talks about the status here, how you perceived externally rather than how you feel internally. And again, the advice, the start is just to analyze what was the real reason. You even can have a networking. Also, very few times we receive real feedback at work why it didn't happen, but sometimes we have let's say people who can really explain us what was wrong about us not getting it, and I didn't find the reason is a good starting point why you didn't get it at first place. The last but not the least one is an underappreciated star, just when person doesn't feel recognition. Also, he brings a lot. She or he has a lot of unique kind of skills, and but she or he doesn't feel appreciated. And again, you can really understand what appreciation means to you. Kind of here's the appreciation wish list she give. I can say that it could be fulfilled by just a very good 15 ones you can select from. Basically, that's a short review of the book. I really liked it. The great thing about the book is that there is a short test, just 11 questions that you can do to understand what type of a career goal you are, or just unhappy person in your career. And this test can be done online. I will put the link under the video. If you do the test and you think that you require some help, DM me. Feel free doing that. Overall, have a nice day. Bye.